guys, I'm Anita and I'm back with another video because today it's my first year on Booktube anniversary thing. Exactly 1 year ago today, well, since I'm pre-filming this is not exactly 1 year ago, but when this comes up on exactly 1 year ago, I posted my first video on Booktube, so today is going to be my Booktube anniversary video where I'm talking about my experiences while having been on Booktube for a year, and also thanking everyone and posting my first giveaway on this channel as well. First off, I want to thank everybody who's been subscribing to my channel. It's been really fun to see the channel grow a little bit every time I get a new subscriber. I'm always really excited about it, and I'm just absolutely so happy with everyone who's been subscribing to my channel. For whatever reason that they decided to do that. Because yes, recently, actually last week, I reached 200 subscribers, which was really exciting because I was just thinking during this month, because I only had 9 subscribers left before I was reaching 200, that it would be fun if I reached that before my first year was over. So that would be a nice thing to say, that I reached 200 subscribers in a year. But then the fun thing happened, that another thank you is in order to Kaitlin over at Kitty, because she made a shoutouts video where she was talking about my channel, and since then I've just gotten so many new subscribers and I'm super happy about that. So definitely a huge thank you to Kaitlin for that. That really was a surprise. I had no idea she was going to do this, and I didn't even see it. I didn't even see the picture and the thumbnail. I just thought, ooh, Booktuber shoutouts, watch it. And then I was like, what? She's talking about me, and I was completely flustered for a moment there. But thank you to everyone who's been joining my channel for the past week or so. And I also, like, I don't know, I feel like this is sort of an award sort of thing. No, I just want to say a huge thank you to all my family who's been really supportive about my channel since the beginning, and I know that my sisters are consistently watching my videos as well, so that's a lot of fun. I know that my sister sometimes just starts it and doesn't really listen to it because they're not as avid readers as me, but they want to support this channel, so they just watch it to get the view count up or something, I don't know. But thank you at least for being supportive. I don't think my brother exactly watches my videos actually, but I know he's been talking to all of his friends about my channel, so I know there's some of them who's been watching my videos, so I'm really happy about that as well. So yeah. Now just for a moment here, I wanted to talk about my experience on Booktube, because this has been such a big part of my life for the past year now. I didn't know it was ever going to be taking up that much time, but yeah. One of the first things that occurred to me is that TBR videos are so much more popular than wrap-up videos and recommendations videos, which I find super curious, because the first thing that I watch when I go to a new person's channel to watch their videos, it's either recommendations videos or it's wrap-up videos, because that's how I get the feel of how that person is as a reader, the sort of critique that they give the books and all of that. Instead of, I get that you can be super excited about a book, but why don't you want to know how the person was thinking about that book when you get to after having read it? I don't really understand that, but was curious, I thought. And then the Booktube community is one of the nicest and most welcoming community there is, I think, on YouTube at all. Everyone is so super welcoming and super nice to everyone, and I really appreciated that. On that note though, everyone is always talking about how many friends they're making on Booktube. And please don't take this the wrong way. I appreciate every single subscriber that I have on my channel, and it's not up until recently that I feel like I'm consistently talking to the same booktubers again and again, you know what I mean, where I feel like I'm actually forming a friendship with these people. But for me, I've not ever been the best at making friends with new people. I'm very much a quiet person and very much an observer in the beginning, and not really very outspoken. People that know me close to me, they know that I can talk an ear off if I want to, if I have something to say about certain things. So making friends has never been something that's come easy to me. So I'm not the one who reaches out to new people, to new friends, potential friends, because I'm really, really scared of rejection if they don't want to be my friend, if you get what I mean. It's something that's always been bothering me from my childhood and up until now, because I've had friends that has done 180 on me when having been best friends with them, and then the next day they pretended I didn't know that I existed, and I have never understood what happened. Don't know what I did. I've never sort of gotten a closure on that, but I'm not sure if I want a closure, because will that really solve anything? But for that reason, I'm always super scared of rejection, of being not accepted amongst my friends. So yeah, that's a little emotional about that. So don't ever think that I'm not appreciative of everyone who's been subscribing here and commenting on my videos and all of that. But yeah, and I'm super happy about the friendship that I feel like I have been creating here on Booktube so far, even though it's only like over the internet and all of that. And also, one of the things I've also noticed is that you shouldn't be comparing yourself. If you see some other booktuber that's been starting more or less the same time as yourself, and they go into a major growth spurt, you shouldn't compare yourself too much to that person, because I don't think that will solve anything. You should just be proud of what you have been achieving with the channel, and just keep on working, and someone will always hopefully keep subscribing to your channel. That's at least what I've been feeling like. Sometimes I'll have periods where I lose subscribers and I'll be like, oh no, what did I say? But in all honesty, if people don't want to watch my videos because they have other reading tastes, that's fine, because I can get that. So yeah, I don't think it's good for myself to compare myself too much to other channels, and just instead appreciate all of the subscribers that come to my channel, as well as just making videos that I want to make and feel good about the content that I upload on my channel. And I also think that sometimes if certain channels go into a growth spurt, sometimes the majority of the books that they read are probably some of the most popular YA books, and I'm not one of those that really get into the overhyped YA books any longer. I may have done that a couple of years ago, but I'm 30, I have some other priorities. Don't get me wrong, sometimes YA is really, really great fiction. But especially when it concerns contemporaries, I've realized I don't know why I keep buying these books, because I don't really have a very big interest in them compared to fantasy. And also sometimes I get books because they're really, really hyped, and I realize that the majority of the people talk about this book because, oh, it's one that really pull at your heartstrings, because it's so sad and it'll make you cry and all of that. And I'm like, why did I get this book? Because I never pick up books because I want to cry. I pick up books because I want to escape the horribleness that we see in the news and all of those places. I don't need that as much when I go into a book, if you get my drift. So whenever I end up picking up a book that will eventually make me cry, it's because I didn't know it beforehand. So yeah, if I know that a book is probably sad and will have someone going through a horrible disease or someone dying or something like that, I'll just tend to avoid it instead, and just because when I read, I want to escape the everyday occurrence. I like to read suspense novels because they keep me like up on my toes and want to figure out who done it and all of that. And then I have the fantasy world where I can escape to something else. It might be brutal, but at least it's another place and it's not too realistic. And otherwise also read books because I want to laugh and I want to have a fun time reading a book. So those are my 3 criteria for picking up a book. I should go back to read what I feel like and not so much about what everyone else is talking about, unless I feel like it's something that I would get by, like a fantasy book or something. But I've also realized that some of the most popular YA authors, like Cassandra Clare, is one I have pretty lukewarm feelings about. I liked her books in the beginning, but that back then it was right after I read Twilight books, and I ended up really not enjoying the majority of the books, later books, and the more I think about it, no. And then I have Sarah J. Maas, who I've read 1.5 books of, and I really hate her writing style. So those overly hyped authors, I try to avoid them for the most part. I should avoid them unless that the premise is that interesting that I couldn't possibly pass it. I hope I don't offend anyone by saying these things, because just because I don't like certain books doesn't mean that you are not allowed to love those books. It's just my personal opinion, and yeah. And another thing that I've also obviously discovered is how much time that goes into creating videos, editing them, uploading them, all of that, coming up with ideas and all of that. It's gotten me to appreciate the content so much more when I see someone having done an excellent video and I'm like, yeah, you've done so much in order to get this video uploaded, because there's so many editorial skills that I don't even know how to do. So I've definitely looked differently at videos, not that just talking and uploading a video is not good enough, but I appreciate it when there's been a lot of editing involved as well. I just give a thumbs up to that, because it really takes a lot of time. And especially now when I have a full-time job, it takes also away some of my reading time, but that's to be expected, I guess. But I'm not at all regretting doing this. I think it's been one of the most fun things to do, and I'm always thinking about new videos that I want to upload on Booktube. And this sort of leads me into also my favorite videos to upload. My personal favorite videos have always been uploading wrap-up videos or books where I'm talking about books, also recommendations videos where I get to talk about books that I really enjoy and my reasons for that. Those are my favorite videos to film, so that I can express myself, get my thoughts out there, and hopefully also discuss books with others who have read the same books. I also really enjoy reading Friday Reads videos because they're so impulsive, and yeah, it's so easy, such an easy video to make actually. So it's one of those that I always gravitate towards. If I don't know, during a week, then I will have like 10 or 15 minutes out of my schedule to sort of just quickly film something and put it together and upload it. I also really love filming those videos because they're very spontaneous, and I think that's pretty fun. And then buddy reading. Everyone are buddy reading books. I'm recently starting to buddy read books, and I'm really excited about that because I think especially some of the books I feel like it's a little harder to just pick up. It's nice when I have someone to discuss it with, so that with every section I can have someone to talk about the book with. So definitely if you find I'm talking about a book that I feel like I want to read, definitely let me know if you want to buddy read books in the future. And also now I will have some new sort of type of videos or things that I'm going to be doing, challenging myself to do on my channel. And one of them is that I don't know why I've always told myself I won't like science fiction books. For some reason I've told myself that science fiction is not my thing. Except when I pick up a science fiction book, I'm always, for the most part, enjoying it because I'm very much a logic thinking person. I love science and I always think it's fascinating to hear about scientific things. And mathematics was my favorite subject in school because I could get a definite answer. So I don't know why I've told myself that science fiction is not my thing. So one of the next things that you'll see on my channel is actually a new science fiction project that I'll be starting, so that I can get sort of try out some different science fiction authors and books and at least confirm to myself if I like it or not. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And when I say I'm going to do some things, I mean it. And also I have a new idea of how to attack my TBR shelf because it's got a little overboard now and I need some help with that a little bit, I think. And I'm also going to change my library hauls. I love getting books from the library, but the last couple of times I've just picked out way too many books that I knew that I wouldn't be able to pick up, and I feel stressed out because I can't get to the books on my own shelves. And I don't feel like I have time to read the books that I get out from the library in time for it to be handed back in again. So for the future, I will only be picking up one Discworld book because now I'm invested in that series. So I'm going to be getting one Discworld book every time I go to the library, and then 1 or 2 more books, like adult books or young adult books, whatever, middle grade fantasy, basically just another book that I feel like I want to read, or 2 maximum. And apart from that, if I'm going to get something from a library, it's going to be graphic novels or something like that. But I also don't think I'm going to be getting that many checked out at the same time, only if I feel like I need to read this graphic novel right now. So that's also something new that I'm going to be doing on my channel. And finally, my last thing I have on my little list of things is that I'm going to be hosting a giveaway, because I've been on Booktube for 1 year now and I haven't hosted one single giveaway, and I actually think I promised that when I hit the 100 subscribers mark. So to keep up with my promise, today I'm going to be hosting a giveaway, and it will be running from today and up until the 31st of May, so that on the 1st it will be closed. 1st of June I will close the giveaway entries. And what you can win is a book depository book of your own choice that is no more than £15. I'm not exactly sure what the dollar currency is for that, but it should be enough to get a decent paperback book, or even sometimes a hardback book. So I think that's a decent sizable price for this one. There are some rules for you if you want to enter this. The first one is you have to be subscribed to my channel in order to be considered for the giveaway. 2, you have to be 18 years or more, or have your parents' permission to enter this giveaway. Otherwise, because I'll have to get your address and send something out to you. So yeah, those are the terms, I guess. Just write down below if you're considering entering the giveaway, and I'll put you in the giveaway hat, I guess. Yeah, and this was all I had for you today. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any fun experiences with being part of Booktube. If you're considering starting a Booktube channel, also let me know about that, because I think it's definitely an exciting thing and definitely something you should do. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Goodbye!